pande za nyari utawetembea ndakupepa kwa gari hata kama umechizi bado mambo shwari.
So that's Lulu and Cheesy.
No, that's Lulu and Christoph.
The song is called Cheesy.
The song is called Cheesy.
So what are you saying? Lulu Amalulu?
Lulu Amalulu.
Lulu Amalulu.
That's her name.
See, we call her that.
Lulu Amalulu.
Yeah,
She's a
Lulu
full name.
Amalulu.
Why Lulu Amalulu?
AKA Lulu Amalulu.
Why Lulu Amalulu?
I just that's a cool name.
Yeah, it's like Solo Amasolo, Sophia Amasofia.
Sophia
Steve.
does not sound good at all.
But do you like the song? That she's trying.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was formerly from TPF. That's a
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. The Nairobian. Governor Mutua, who's set to welcome the president today.
Yes.
His residents will also, constituents will be buying
The Nairobian.
and seeing that there are some stories from his home state. Why I'm leaving Mutua?
Yes.
His estranged wife claims Mutua stormed into her home with cops days after she flew out, but politicians called her a liar. What's going on?
Well, this story had been covered by the Nairobian a few weeks ago about what's been going on in the Machakos County First Family. But Josephine Thitu is saying that the governor came and evicted her forcefully and even erected some police officers at the entrance. But he claims that is not true, and all allegations that can be heard through the media are not necessarily what it is.
Yeah. More details of that are on page 4 and 5. Yeah, huh?
It's a big story for Nairobian today, and again, like we would say, this is a story that will not go now.
So there are people here outside a gate appearing to be locked out.
Yes.
Who are these?
These are some of the family members from Dr. Josephine's family who were in the house. Apparently, they were evicted when they were still inside.
Even his mother-in-law.
Yeah, who came much later. Who came when the incident occurred. We also have a photo of her right there. I mean, it's a big story.
What do you think? You be quiet on this.
Well, what I think is that they should all just sort out this drama, because she wrote a letter or dossier or whatever documenting her woes and struggles. And it's been a lot of push and pull. There's some details there about her being accused of kidnapping the kids because they went to Australia because she needed to distress and all.
Yes.
On the other hand, he clearly has since moved on with this other woman, who he launched at some point as the first lady of Machakos.
Did you just say launched?
So that's what it was called.
Okay.
It was after he launched the ambulances,
the
ward, then he launched the first lady.
Okay.
So clearly, I mean, Josephine Thitu is one unhappy woman by the events that have been unfolding. On whether or not, some of the claims she's made are true, that's for them, to know. But at the end of the day, this is something that needs to be sorted out and gotten off, the press. Like, just deal with your issues. Because she's bringing it, and I think she knows the way to catch his attention is to then give this information to the media.
To the media, and to the Nairobian, and all that. But that everybody wants to read and see, big headlines. And you're doing this when you're not even here. I mean, you won't even be here. You will be thinking, oh, they're reading and they're laughing and all that.
So she's clearly out to just get back at least at him as well and get everyone talking about this whole thing. So I don't know.
Picky the quote from the governor. He says, don't believe everything everyone tells you, or these are lies. And he says, I've tried to keep my accusations, can be accusations, but and he talks about, I mean, some of those things which are just family.
Well, marital matters and family, and especially when it comes to separation and divorce, I think when kids especially are involved, it's always safe to keep a safe distance and let them sort the issues.
Let's let guys read for themselves what's really happening there.
See so much things about my county and
your county.
Senator, and, we should find out things from other counties. See, now we have exhausted.
Your county is rich.
Stories,
all kinds. So 10 things about city worshippers, 10 favorite things, second page. So of course, from this whole Jicho Pevu and inside story, then a lot of focus has been on the church last couple of days. So one of the interesting things that happens here is the things that people will do in church,
Yes.
the worshippers. What stands out for you?
I picked number 9.
Me too, I love them.
Don't copy me.
Number 9 says the big-eyed
And I don't think
oblast.
we're talking from experience, but
You must be talking to us. What's a big-eyed?
Some churches are very
it's
beautiful.
something that caught my eye as well.
Okay.
Some churches have the word and they're also very beautiful. Like you see there and feel,
Yeah.
I mean, good.
You
company.
feel blessed. You feel like a wonderful
We're
creation.
talking about you just
so
sit
this
there
is
and
the ones who sit and just what?
and
Yeah,
just
no,
look
when
at
you
that
sit
is
down
Sophia
and you're
coming
looking at
in.
the choir members, you're looking at all the chicks.
You're not receiving the word. You're not worshipping.
You are enjoying, you're appreciating God's
God
creation.
is meeting
creation.
other needs.
Yeah.
It's so
Which
interesting that
is
both
not
of
a
you
bad
agree
thing
on that
because
point. Clearly,
Macho
the
hayana
reason.
pazia. I don't want to
Lakini ukiwa kanisani unaambia
Huwezi weka
Mungu
pazia.
nipe macho ya Holy
Nipe macho
Spirit.
nione.
So you're celebrating God's goodness in these people.
So you guys go to church to look at women?
No, we don't.
No,
but
no,
you know, sometimes you'll see a woman passing.
No.
That's not looking at them.
The way you're even arguing out that point just gives
You're
you
talking
away.
like it's only men would look at the women, but men come to church.
Yeah,
looking,
there are women who
like,
also checking out
that's
the
brother.
guys.
That brother
I
is
mean,
not.
there are those who
looking
say
bad.
that church is perhaps one of the really nice places to get a partner if you're looking.
Yeah, although
I
that
don't
thing,
think
that
so.
changed. It
Yeah?
changed. It used to be back in 2006.
Now you wouldn't want to
No, it's
find
no
your
longer
wife
the
in
best
church?
place to pick up.
It's not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It is.
Because people knew and they started going. You remember, like
So now
when-
the bad ones are the
the way
ones who
they
are
used to
in
say
there looking.
Mugikis have dreadlocks and then they shaved all of them.
All of them. So the good ones are now
Yeah,
going to church.
exactly.
And now you have the bad ones.
Yeah. So nowadays you don't want to trust everyone you see in church.
Well,
Yeah, you need to be cautious.
Any other that stands
the other
out?
one that those guys who go to church and then they start dozing during the prayer. During the pastor prays, then by the time you're saying amen, a guy is just snoring. Yeah, hey, you guys.
That happened to a friend of mine and he explained to me, he told me, alisikia kaka usingizi kakikuja and he said 3 seconds.
The prayer.
He didn't know what happened.
You're already gone up.
Yeah. The next thing
Anyway.
the guys were singing
Yeah.
and he was still praying.
And he was still sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh man. Then there are those ones who say amen like, you know, they're on cue.
Exactly.
Kila kitu ni amen. I mean, that's a labda you're being told, so my sister, amen. You know, amen. I mean, it's just, you
Yeah.
gotta holler at every single
They're
word.
featured here at number 7. They're called phony worshippers.
Yeah.
So
But
phony.
anyway, we have no right to point a finger. Maybe even the whole connect.
Yeah,
That's
no.
how they get.
Umjazo,
That's how
umjazo,
they get there, you know.
Another big story on that starts from page 1 all the way to page 9 about Sonko and the pastor again who won't leave.
Details on page 9.
Yes.
Yes. Sonko fights Bishop Wanjiru Kanyari. What's up?
This is a story that came up after claims.
You're the one who done this.
I did this
You're
story.
not telling people.
Yes, yeah.
Ah, Solomon.
Yeah, I did this story, and this story emerged after Prophet Kanyari claimed that Sonko conned him off 500,000 shillings to go and offer prayers to a certain prominent family.
Hey.
He
So
says
Kanyari
that
is saying he was also conned.
yes, it's
By
Kanyari saying he
Sonko.
was conned by
He's
Sonko.
not the one who is.
So he says he went to the
getting
office
seeds.
and you know, Sonko asked for 500,000 shillings. He gave the money. He rushed down, got the money, gave him. Then he told him, "Ebu enda hapo chini kwa gari." He didn't find a car, and by the time he was coming back up, then there was nothing. But
Sophia, so can you tell us again? The money was made for what?
it was actually for a powerful prayer. And in return,
Oh, boy.
Kanyari was saying he was going to get about 24 million to offer prayers.
Meanwhile, yeah.
So Sonko comes out strongly and says nothing like that. He says that he knows all these bishops personally, but he's not dealt with them on a personal level. Says if Kanyari has any evidence that Sonko conned him 500,000 shillings, then he should just come forward and produce the evidence.
And he goes again, talks about the good bishop there, Wanjiru again.
Yes.
And so she's telling her, there's a quote there that she should concentrate church matters and not politics. What's that again?
Yeah, Sonko was claiming that Bishop Margaret Wanjiru has been bad-mouthing his leadership and saying that, in quote, that he's a leader of 50 bob.
Not everybody's gonna sing praises on your leadership and all. So I mean, you should get used to it. Let's move on.
Yeah, so but this is Sonko
Meanwhile,
just
no, I mean, surely, who says that? As a politician, it's expected. It's part of the politics. But Betty Bayo has given 2 interviews so far. I don't know if you've caught any or managed to watch any. Isn't it interesting how she's just so coached or...
looks like a PR damage control kind of thing.
which she did not manage to
Didn't
do.
manage to
She
pull off.
just managed to make herself look like a suspect.
You know, sometimes when the truth is out there and you try to defend yourself, then you end up ridiculing yourself. I
There's
guess so.
two things. You come and you honest or and talk
Yes.
honestly from
Yes.
your end, or don't give
talk at all.
interviews. Like,
Don't talk at all.
don't play with us. We're not kids.
I think Betty was just
Don't play with people.
desperate
Imagine-
to save her career.
No, she was looking for points. She was very excited about just being on TV. This thing has happened because now you see I'm on this show now.
Yeah.
God wanted it to happen because now you see I'm famous. I'm big.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what
Betty
what I advise to everybody is that if you watch not Apakule, sorry,
Apakule.
last night,
Yes.
and they brought a whole satire thing about that
What
issue
happened, yeah.
and how to answer questions to the media. I think we just need to get a clip from wherever
That
it
would
is,
be very
YouTube.
Then we
from
can- then we
KTN.
can tag Betty Bio.
And then Betty Bio, how to answer questions.
Yeah, and then she can do another interview.
Especially these politicians who find themselves in crazy scandals or issues.
Yeah.
Betty Bio.
how to
Get
answer
her to train
the
you.
media.
Perfect.
It reminds me of Ndolo.
Ndolo and Wakataya.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
When he said, weka.
Weka taya kwa magari
And
ziende.
then he came and said,
I just-
mi sikusema
Weka
weka
taya
taya.
magari zipite watu
Zipite
wapite.
kwa barabara.
Zitoe jam.
All right, let's move on
As the
to...
media, what do you ask next? You are just like, oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Mheshimiwa.
I know, you're like this person.
know.
Anyway, page 17. So this is a little bit interesting. Julie Masiga has penned out an article,
Yes.
Why Women Should Not Buy Condoms for Men.
Yes.
A good issue. I
Well,
mean,
it's a very interesting one, but I don't quite agree with this one.
we read the story, Crazy Monday.
Yes.
This Monday, and it was basically about men and why guys get shy about getting to the shops and buy condoms, and why ladies should buy condoms for their men.
Why should they be the ones buying?
And that is the story now. Why would you not buy for your man?
But people need
Why are
to
you
know.
looking like you're asking me?
I'm asking the ladies out there.
I think people, and especially ladies out there, need to know that condoms are not extravagant merchandise like chocolate. These are actually safety devices, and it's not about
Devices.
priority of who is going to buy this. This should not even be a discussion. I mean, it's a,
How about everybody buy?
it's like saying women should not be.
So why are the men not buying again?
Men are always buying condoms, like so much that sometimes they go into a shop and they freeze.
And you buy so much.
Yes. Mpaka sasa shopkeeper amekuzoea. Mpaka unaanza
Anyway,
kununua
read
vitu
that
vingine.
article by Julie Masiga and find out.
I like the way Julie just coils it around and
Yeah.
says, if I'm buying condoms from my man, why can't he buy my sanitary towels and
Yes.
stuff? Why would you not go to the shop and also buy for me and say, these are for my ladies?
Yeah, but like I said it's not tit for
Although
tat.
that is again can be looked into is for sanitary towels, it's a woman simply using them. For
Plus,
condoms,
when you
he's
go
not
shopping
using
for the
them
whole
alone.
family, you put that in a list also.
What do you mean women don't use condoms?
No, I mean they're not like it's
You mean
involves
directly?
both parties. No, even directly. I mean there are female ones.
Yeah.
They use So heads up. I think you missed my point.
condoms should
Maybe.
be like
I think you're very
in a
my
car.
point
This is
too.
morning TV. Let's move away from
Yes,
that.
it's a
story.
good thing.
Let's
Okay, but it's a
guys-
good read. though.
Julie, we can read this in the evening.
Yeah, we'll
Talk
read
about it in the evening.
It's a good
It's too
read.
much of that word in the morning. Okay, heads up now. And you have the Brian Weke.
And this collection.
So what if I collect expensive cars as a hobby? Hello. That's the way to go. Collect them.
Yeah.
And you just seen one of his cars in Pulse, the small brother.
Yes.
That's a beautiful
He
car.
has a
there.
beautiful car that he calls the womanizer.
So how many cars does he have?
Well, he has a big, heavy collection of powerful engines in his garage, and as he says, here is an exclusive that
'Cause I mean, this one doesn't. It's,
revealed a couple of
I've
cars.
seen a number of these ones.
The last one I saw, he was going for one of the Mercedes that the former president used to use. I think it's one part of his collection. They just and
Yeah,
it's
because if
what
you're gonna be collecting cars, then we need you to collect what we don't necessarily see every day.
Yeah.
Zile
But when
zenye
now
Njoki Chege alikuwa anasema.
this one.
this is Subaru ya blue.
That's
Subaru.
his idea to have
Impreza.
something, you know.
When it's just
And talking about cars, Maina Kageni,
Kageni.
our great guy, they are being given a 5 million car by these guys.
Simply because of endorsing Manchester United.
Oh,
Nice,
Wow.
good stuff.
yes. Oh,
I'm sure.
he says, imagine they just called me and
Yeah.
And said,
Maybe
Shika.
they should have
Jack
used,
Fungo.
what these guys who bought him the car. Maybe they should have paid for another coach for Manchester United, right?
We have
instead
money.
of this.
Don't hate.
I'm
Am I
not
hearing
hating.
hate happening there? We have money.
I'm
We can
saying
buy.
that.
You can even buy to both of you. Which cars do you want? Man, as Manchester
Me,
United.
I'll donate my car to a coach from Manchester
Sophia,
United.
this guy are those guys
Let's
who are going down the charts now.
let's-
Arsenal guys. And
Yeah.
I don't think he has the right to talk
Arsenal,
about
first
Manchester
even what do
United.
they
now.
have in their closet? Mnaongea tu.
I like people who are hating, and I'm.
Only Chelsea, and we
We are
may not
meeting,
like
by
them.
the
Who are
way,
declaring
soon.
We're meeting soon.
Yeah, Manchester
somewhere on the way.
United. Arsenal.
We've already met somewhere.
No, we have a
on the
game
way there.
coming up.
You
know.
Finally, capital feature. So y'all are very excited about this story. Why Nairobi women adore Niger men, and there are examples here. You have Pastor Madubuko,
Yes.
whose husband's a gospel singer, Emmy Kosgei. And then you have
Musician Amani.
Amani is dating Chinasa Uduale.
Yeah.
And
Well,
others that
yeah.
have liked
So we just say
the men from that other side of the world.
Kenyan men, the good men now, we are finished.
No, not really, because
Yeah, they're finished. It appears.
sometimes I'm
No,
not so
they're
scared. Let me
not.
tell you one thing. This whole Nigerian issue has really bothered a lot of men in Nairobi. You know,
Why are you bothered?
They're always saying that our women are saying. But anytime I look at the women that are going with Nigerians, I'm not worried, because look at them. All of them are old. Like, I can't see any anger. No, for real.
You
because
do not know of them, and there have been rumors that your socialite woman is dating some Nigerian.
ladies are saying about Kenyan men?
What, South African?
Like, you guys should really be scared.
What are
All
South
these
African
South African
women
artists
saying?
who are
They're on their
coming.
way here.
Yeah, all of them.
What are they saying about you men?
Oh, they are loving us.
The future is here.
The future is here.
They're like the
This is
Chinese.
like,
You
what
see,
is
you
it?
only can make such a claim when there is evidence. Like we have a couple, a wedding, something. You can't just say they've said, who have they told? Who
what?
are they?
No,
Maybe you've
we've been told,
dreaming.
like, how many times,
Who has
Steven?
told you?
It's part of Vision 2030, like something like that.
Those are your stories or your
But
wishes.
it's real. It's real. And Kenyan men are also going a lot with the
So
Caucasian
some of the
men.
reasons given here of why they're preferred
Yes.
is that Obafemi is confident and smells nice. Who doesn't like a man who smells
smells
good?
Who smells bad here?
Nigeria.
Kajasho,
Kajasho
Solo was
kidogo,
talking
mwanaume
about.
ni kajasho.
Those are the men who don't want
Kajasho
Kajasho
kidogo.
men.
Yeah.
Then Agoa cares a lot.
Yeah.
Those men who care. And actually when Emmy was here, she said the thing about Nigerian men is that they want to take care of their women, do all these amazing things for them because they know they are judged by how well their woman is taken care of, by how happy she is and all these things. If it's a car, how she dresses, everything.
Yeah.
That's how the man will be judged.
Until she finds out
Are you judged
he had
here
too much care
based
for
on
many
how
other
you
chicks.
handle and treat your woman?
Every time I'm there, like, baby, oh, like,
It's not
yeah,
baby,
we work
oh,
hard.
it's just-
I bring stuff in the house. I vent for the family.
Yeah.
You see now your approach is different from a Nigerian norm.
Exactly, and that's why
That is
our
why you're
ladies should
missing it.
understand
Yeah.
the way we approach life and relationships and partnerships is different from those guys. And Kenyan women, I find that a bit wrong, is that you just want to be pampered every time and be
Yes.
told good things. Let's go to work.
They're lazy.
Let's bring money
Yeah.
home and stuff
They're
like
lazy.
that.
Oh my
You know,
God.
and that's another point that Kate brings out and says they are loaded with money.
Yeah, basically what
Oh, nyinyi hamna
loaded
pesa.
with
no,
money.
no,
You're looking
Tuko
for
nayo
money
chini ya maji.
and simple
But
life.
I'm saying
I mean, we all work hard.
Oh, that
If
is
you're looking for that
hilarious.
man who has the millions and I came to the gold mine
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I came to enjoy myself. I think that's a very bad attitude.
I
towards
think
life.
our Kenyan men are great.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
y'all are great and all the
Sophia is
others.
talking really nice.
Yes, my father, my brothers, my
Yes.
colleagues, Wilson Boro, you know.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Proverbs
Great man in
31, I would
Kenya.
even go to preach about it. Women here,
But
we need to
that
work hard
said,
and
there
bring bread
are
home.
those Kenyan men that need to up their game. Like
Well.
seriously. Yeah. Just because you're great doesn't mean that you're there.
Are we missing
There are
a
those
point
that
somewhere
need-
as Kenyan?
There are those. It's not everyone. I cannot give a blanket,
Yeah.
statement for all the men.
Yeah.
But there are those. From stories you'll read.
The guy who's calling for November 11th maybe should have a men conference on how we should
All right, let's-
create this around it.
He'd,
And you should-
he'd be so
you'll even be a
agitated.
speaker there.
He'd be so
Yeah.
And tell us how to
agitated.
do
Let's end
all
it there,
that
guys.
stuff.
What are you up to this weekend? Quickly.
Well, Steven, what are we
Nothing?
doing this weekend?
Connie, you're together.
It's one of those weekends when you just chill and relax. There's no much going on because I just looking at two weeks coming. We have the Nairobi Fashion Week, which we are sponsoring, and these awards and everything coming. And I think this is the kind of weekend that where you just relax, chill, and stuff.
chill.
A young man called O'Neill was in Big Brother from down the south. He's in town. He's in Tanzania. He's back here, and I
And is
think
this a DJ?
he's a DJ. He's a very good DJ, and think
Are you be playing somewhere
good
at
DJ.
Skylax and Ebony?
Okay.
yes, I think basically hanging out.
Yeah.
With
Enjoy your
all
weekend.
kinds.
Always a pleasure
So are we
hanging out
seeing
with
it
you
this
guys.
weekend?
No, don't never ask that again because
Excuse
it's
me.
never happening.
But you were not there when we met that day.
You know, the time you try to be good to her, like Kenyan man now, they're not there.
They are doing their nails to meet a Nigerian man, so it's cool.
And don't you want my nails looking good?
I want your nails looking
Do you want
good.
a riff-raff
But you're not
woman?
going to do nails when it was time for that date. You should have done that.
You're still heartbroken over what happened. Anyway, I'll make it up, gentlemen. I'll take you out.
Yes, you better.
Yeah?
You better.
Yeah, top.
This one we're gonna make
And
it.
the weekends are a bit busy,
We'll
so
actually
you better
make it.
book.
We'll make it.
I will. Thank you. And we're glad you're watching Morning Express. Please grab yourself a copy of the Nairobian. Great stories there, some
And
of
the
which
Pulse
you've not
magazine.
looked at.
Good
Pulse
stuff.
magazine is inside the Standard. Take your copy today as well. Read some great stories. So, when we return, we have Miss Universe 2014. She's going to be joining us, Miss Universe Kenya. Last time we had Miss World Kenya. I tell you, we need to all understand what this is about. So hopefully she'll help us understand, shed some light into that. And Wilson Borough and Jerry will also be joining us. We'll get to learn more about them, poke them some more, and perhaps mock them and mock their lives as they mock the week. Can that happen?
Yes. I like the mock thing. We
like
can
it?
mock them.
We can mock
I
them.
wish you had a chance to be here when they hire Wilson.
You will.
Mock
You'll be
you.
around. Stay with us.